Hey guys, I started the carnivore diet about last September 2023. I started my weight loss journey a little bit over a year ago, and I never expected to be able to get out and do journeys like this. We're at Kincaid Park. We just hiked over a half a mile down the bike trail and down a pretty steep cliff to get on down here. And we found a pretty amazing wood structure built out of just random scraps of wood that are found here on the beach. Now, the nice thing about this structure is it's secluded from the wind. It's incredibly windy outside, and we have a lot of airplanes that fly over here as well. But it's just nice to be able to have a little shelter here where I can just chill out, talk about my carnivore diet, my weight loss adventure for the week. So yesterday we were out hiking on a different end of Kincaid Park. We were hiking over there by the sand dunes, and there's a little dirt bike track over there. That was kind of fun. On the way out of there, I wound up running into my doctor, of all people, on the way out. We got to shake hands and say hello. He was surprised as heck to see me out there because after all, he's my doctor and I'm a truck driver, and I was recently over 435 pounds over a year ago. So, and he's been with me throughout this entire process of weight loss and trying to figure out my health, my cholesterol, my blood work, and he's been on my side and he's in my corner. So that's great news. So before I left out on the trip today, I packed my bag. It's full of water, so I have about 1.5 gallons of water in my bag right now, and I put it on the scale, and I think it weighed about 19 pounds or so. I'll be sure to make sure that image is up here on the screen so we can see. But that's another aspect. So since I lost over 130 something pounds right now, I figured it wouldn't be a bad idea to, pack some extra gear down the trail. And what's a little extra weight since I lost all the weight? Now, for those of you that are interested in my weekly weight loss, it's been going pretty good. My cat Gray Bear decided she wanted to get out and do the walk down the hallway for a little bit, and then she kind of paused for a moment. But we did eventually get down the hallway. And this week has been a rather horrible week. I've been having a lot of stress, a lot of problems with work and money related type issues. So let's get this scale set up on the floor, and we're going to tear it out and hop on here. And this is going to be my Saturday morning weigh-in. We're looking at a weight of 308.6 pounds. All right, that's pretty good there. So that's a total weight loss of 126.4 pounds in a little over a year. And a lot of that was with the carnivore diet since last September, so I'm not really complaining there so much.
Old piece of wood.
So this is a nice little place to hide, huh? We're out of the wind. You like that? I do too. So I think every one of us from time to time, especially those of us that have been struggling from morbidly obese to back down to normal obesity or regular body weight, I think we all have a problem with emotional eating. I think my biggest recommendation for those people struggling is to, if you're on the carnivore diet, just eat carnivore through the stress. And that'll get you through the other end, and you'll still be ahead of the game, even if you're not losing weight. Because if you're severely stressed, out of work, having financial issues like we are, that's the only way that I can manage. And I try to avoid the scale as much as possible because it really it's not helpful. It's not helpful to weigh yourself all the time, especially when you're stressed out, because that's just another factor to throw us off and make things even harder. So what happened throughout my week, I was actually working for a pretty gainful employer. Unfortunately, the management wasn't so hot. It just happened to be a union outfit that wanted to hire me as a non-union worker. And when I brought it up that I needed a little bit better communication, that became an issue, because I was showing up to jobs and there wasn't enough information to tell me, when I showed up to a job for what I needed to do or what truck I needed to be in. So basically I was just wandering around the job site, just trying to figure out what's going on and who to talk to and what the details were, for each job each day. And that was a problem for me because I'm used to being really well lined out. I've been trucking for over 20 years, guys. This isn't my first round or my first rodeo, I should say. So yeah, it was incredibly frustrating, and he didn't like the way I asked him to, hey, communicate a little bit better. This is just, I need to know a couple specific things, and that's it. But I wound up leaving that employer. I'm definitely not going to go back. I mean, even though it did pay well, but it's just not worth my time. I have about 4 or 5, at least 5 opportunities right now to go to work for other people starting Monday. And one of them I've already set up for Monday, so I'll be back to work. I'll be right back in the saddle. We're taking this weekend off, and we've been using it to adventure, you know, wherever we can and have fun in little places like that. This is a cool little hut, and this has been built by just random people that just put it all together here on the beach, and I never knew it was here until just the other day. I looked it up on Google Maps, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna go here tomorrow. You know, we already went over there, you know, to the sand dunes and the dirt bike track. We played over there, and this is a much better place, especially on a day like this, because it's a bit windy outside, and if the kids get chilled, they can just easily come inside one of these little makeshift huts, and there's a few of them all the way down the beach. So super fun time, totally relaxing. I need to get out, I need to exercise more. I'm not looking forward to the hike back up to the car, but guess what? I've lost over 130 pounds, or 120 something pounds, whatever it is, 126 pounds. So yeah, I'm definitely down steadily at least 125 pounds, you know, since I started this weight loss journey. So I'm really happy with all that. That's just great news. And you know, I thank everybody for the support. This has been an amazing community. If it wasn't for you guys, you know, showing up for my live streams and, you know, talking me through things and talking me down and helping me out with these personal situations I've been having at times, because people have reached out with other job opportunities as well as a result of creating these videos. I have been talking to a lot of carnivores lately that are struggling, and so far the ones that I see struggling the most are the ones that are making the diet more confusing than it needs to be. So my recommendation to those people is just stick with the meats and fats for a while, you know, for at least 2 to 3 weeks, because I keep hearing about these people. They're trying to change it up quite often. It's not like they're waiting a couple weeks of just meats and fats and then they're adding stuff in. It's like 1 week they're adding in rice, beans, fruits, vegetables, honey, and then the next week they're adding in a different variation of not just meats and fats, and then they're wondering why stuff's not working. Well, in my experience from what I've done before, that's exactly how you make everything harder. That's exactly how you create more inflammation. That's exactly how I was getting really confused about what I was trying to do with myself and my diet. I mean, my weight was all over the place. My water retention was all over the place. I had swollen feet, swollen legs. Everything sucked for a while because I was overcomplicating the situation. But when I stayed, you know, pretty much keto friendly, or made it a like a 90-10 eating principle, which was super simple, and I had lots of great results. I have better results by trying to get more strict with it, but like I said, this last week I've been horribly stressed, so I've been eating a couple items off the rails, you know, a little bit more fruit than I'd like to eat because it does affect my digestion. I have been staying away from the vegetables. My last employer that I just left, he bought cheeseburgers, but that was like after working an absurd amount of hours, and I hadn't eaten anyway, so I didn't care. I was going to eat that whole burger with the bun and all. It was just, I needed some food at that time. But that's about as far off the rails as I've been getting. And I just try not to overcomplicate the situation. But when I do eat stuff that's not just meats and fats, I know it's gonna maybe make me feel a certain way. I might feel bloated, or I might feel sluggish, or I might get a little bit of swelling in my feet. But it's okay, because I know if I just get a little more strict for a couple more weeks, that's all gonna go away. And I noticed in the mirror today that I know I'm bald, guys, but I was actually growing some more hair, like right in this area. Now that was a new one for me. But okay, guys, if you like these videos, you know, you got anything to just let me know down in the comments section below. We're gonna try to be outside more and not so much in my kitchen, because it's just a lot more fun. It's Alaska, guys, and I have to get outside and enjoy Alaska, so why not talk carnivore outside and out and about. Okay, guys, see you in the next one, and please send me a postcard. Address is attached down in the channel description. So in the meantime, guys, we're going to get out and we're going to play with the kids for a while and enjoy this beach while we're out here having a good day. So we'll see you in the next one. What do you got in your ear? Ew. You got sand in your ear. Now your mom's digging it out.
Ow.
Let's get a shovel.
Reach. Other side. Hopefully that side is clean.